Hi, and welcome to the VNTANA platform. If you are one of our 3D scanning partners, you've received an invite to a free trial. And once you log in, this is the first screen that you'll see. So this is your dashboard. It says free trial, and you have 0 products on right now, but you can have up to 25. You'll see your organization name. This is the name of your company. And then down here are actually client names. So these could be separated by different clients, such as Adidas and Nike, if you work with those two. However, each client can have its own back-end 3D pipeline. And so what I've done for you is already create a texture baking pipeline, because we know that our texture baking pipeline is one of the best for 3D scans. So you'll want to keep everything within this. If you create a new client, you can do that simply by doing the drop down and click new client, and say test client, for example. However, this client will have just VNTANA's standard backend. So it might work for some of your assets, it might not. So for right now, I would say stick to the texture baking client. So once you're here, we can actually add a product. And I'm going to drag and drop one in. And so for the texture baking pipeline, all you have to do is hit on for optimization, and you don't have to worry about all the other options. These other options are more important for our standard pipeline. So again, if you were to add a product to a different client that has our standard pipeline, that's when you could start having advanced settings like polygon limits or remove obstructed geometry. But again, for texture baking, all you have to do is hit on and it's ready to go. You also have the option to turn Draco Compression on and off. Draco Compression just further compresses GLB files. So I always leave it on because I want the smallest possible GLB that's fast on web and mobile. However, we do have this option to turn off because there's some programs like Snapchat that can't handle Draco Compression. So I'm going to put that back. For the name, we'll do test, but you can name anything you want. You can add a description. You can add a location, so maybe this is a product that's only available in Europe. If you just type something in, you can create a new one, and then it will always be there. Please note that capitalization does matter. So if I were to do Europe lowercase, it does think it's a new tag. And then you can do tags. So I'm going to say 3D scan, because I know this is a 3D scanned object, but this could be anything describing the product, making it easy to search for later. And then last, we have attributes. So these let you add any value to a product. So maybe we want to do price and it's $10, or maybe this is part of an SAP Commerce Cloud application. So I want to add an SAP ID. This could be anything you want. And again, you don't have to answer for any of those. So now I'm ready to hit create. Great, and now it's complete. So I'm going to click on that product, and this is the product page. Awesome. And that scanned house looks great. So you can see it automatically created the 3D web viewer. We can make this full screen by clicking this button to get a better look. And then you also have the settings in the top. So the settings, I can look at the wireframe if we'd like to. I can check out the normals to making sure they're all pointing in the proper direction. This is a great way to help troubleshoot if something does not look right. We can also have it rotate. I'm going to turn that off for right now. You can enable zoom or disable zoom. And you can adjust the lighting and exposure. So I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I think that looks better. And you also have all these different lighting presets you can choose from. And the last option is the background. You have the default white, a light gray, a dark gray, or transparent. So if you were to put this on a web page, behind this house would be transparent and show what's ever there. I like the light gray. So I'm going to hit save, and we're going to exit out of that. So now we can actually embed this anywhere we want, copying and pasting this embed code, or we can actually share the link. But in order for this to be public, we need to publish to the API. So now I can copy and share this link, and anybody could be sent that and they could see the house. Perfect. And you can see that all my lighting and background savings were saved. So I'm going to go back. You'll also see that when I published the API, a QR code appeared. This is so that you can easily check the augmented reality piece on your phone. So simply open the camera on your phone, scan the QR code, and then you'll be brought to this same page. However, there'll be an AR asterisk in the top left corner. So you can tap that and actually place the 3D object in your home. The last thing I'll highlight are the downloadable assets. So you can see this original poly count was almost 290,000. We got it down to 57,000, which is great. The lower the poly count, the better the performance. The original file size was 9.5 megabytes. We got the GLB down to 1.5 and the USDZ to 6.6. These are great sizes that'll work really well on mobile for both iOS and Android augmented reality. And you have the ability to download them if you'd like. And you can see our attributes stayed here, our tags, locations, has all the information we set. If you ever want to change anything, you can actually just hit edit, and you can even update the optimization if you weren't happy with the way this looks. Say you want it off because you just want to see the original 3D file. I'm going to leave this for right now. And you can change the name, description, add location, tags, anything there. And then you just hit save. So that's everything. I'm going to head back to the main product page. So from here you can add more products, and stay tuned because we will be adding bulk upload, bulk download, and bulk edit very soon. Please reach out with any questions at info@ventana.com.